Welcome back to the backyard and the lockdown dirt jumps. I've been very, very, very lucky to have had this place throughout the countless days of staying at home, digging and riding. I've managed to do those things that I love at my own house. So I feel more fortunate than ever, especially now that it's really dragging on. Some bike parks are starting to open, which is interesting, but my focus is still here. This job needs finishing. I don't want to leave it half done, but it's the first time now where I feel like we're getting closer to the finish of this garden and the field than we were ever before. Like, we're sort of running out of space, but if you look at how things have gone so far, it's all about utilizing space in the most creative way possible. But this is just all about stacking. Today's video is building and riding this absolute stonker of a right hip. This is just pure dirt, heavy amounts of dirt, which has been delivered with flat out trailer runs. Thankfully, we've got the ride on trailer because we're starting to recover now from the lockdown Olympics. Back was a bit sore, it was a huge sporting event, but the feedback from that was astronomical. So we're gonna do that again. And when we're allowed to have guests and maybe fans, we can deliver on that as well. Good guest recommendations for the Olympics actually, very good. So this hip, it's massive, it's steep. It's the tallest takeoff in the line so far, bigger than Narwhal, bigger than El Grande. Once this bottom ledge is dug out, which is horrible rock hard dirt, this is going to look massive and it's very steep. So the landing, therefore, has to be very tall. It's already, where are we at? We're like 4 foot high? Yeah, probably 4 foot high. I'd like the outside edge to be way over head height, so you can't even see over it. These sort of hips, because it's almost 90 degrees, work very nicely when the outside is high and the inside is low. Because if you jump to the inside, there's less of a step up, less of a gap. When you're all the way on the outside, coming down from severe heights, you've got a steeper landing to work with. So this has got a long way to go, but we're not going to stop today until it's built. The time lapses look cool, so you guys can watch this get built and then it just fire all the way up to the electric wires up there, which honestly, I was out here one evening on my own, stood at the bottom of the takeoff looking up, and you know when your eyes can't judge distances properly, I thought those wires were like 6 foot away from my eyes, and I thought, what have I done? I've built a jump that goes straight into wires, and then sort of walked round and realised they're miles away, so we're safe, it's fine. This line will be electrifying, but we won't get electrocuted. The other thing, firstly, I don't know where it's going to go. That's for a later date. The cool thing about building this whole place has been we've never really planned ahead. So we're going to make the best of this feature, which is a really cool right hip. But the kind of thing that does need to be thought about is the Narwhal. When you ride that feature and pull backwards, you land at the top of this landing with much less speed than if you've come off of El Grande. So I know it's going to work coming off of the big jump, but whether it works coming off this is very much an unknown, and I've got my doubts. So we may have to dig this side through and build a berm or something like I said about last time, but I want to test it from the Narwhal and see if if you pump as hard as you can you jump to the inside edge. So while you're watching this video, have a think and comment some ideas of what you'd put here with this space. Maybe a slower speed feature or something that doesn't deliver the height of the big right hip, which needs a name. What would you put here? I need some inspiration. We're kind of running on empty a bit because we're just flat out stacking. So we've got more of that to do, which means a build laps because there's a great big landing to build. Enjoy. That is sizable. That is a hefty jump. We've reworked the lip, like put a cool angle on it so it's steeper on the outside, just like the landing is steeper on the outside. Come and check it out. This has taken so long to build. It's so, it's just massive. This is the new absolute centerpiece of the trail, even though it's at the end. Look at this wall. Such a legit jump. I've ridden a lot of places around the world that have jumps like this, and now we've built one by hand. I appreciate big trails so much. I can hide behind it quite easily if you go around the other side. I said we won't be able to see over it. Can you see me?
Can't see you, mate. Oh, no, I can see a bit of it. Yeah, I can see it now.
On the outside, okay, just about. Just, if I wasn't wearing shoes, I built it to the height we talked about. I'm gonna ride it now. I've got my helmet on. El Grande is hopefully running fine. The only big concern is taking off of El Grande and knowing you're gonna get in this gap here. It's an unreal looking jump. Hopefully you can just blast that. We're gonna get an insane photo, some good videos. Or it won't work. But either way, we've built something that looks cool. Be back in a minute, I'm just gonna hit it, mate. Hips, spine, racer, El Grande, mega hip. Hope the ground's not too soft. Here we go. Only one way to find out. Whoa. Yes! Oh! Yes!
Oh! Wow!
I felt that. I really felt that.
The landing felt that, mate.
Oh, I was really short. I was a foot short with the back wheel.
Cool.
Look how rock hard it is. Rock hard. Yes! I'm going to boost it. I was very reserved coming in then. Almost like anti-pumped through there. Because I just didn't want to go too far or miss the landing completely. And given that I landed almost in the right place, first go, this is definitely a good jump. It's going to be an amazing jump.
Go on, get it better then.
All right, look at the nice tram line through there. That's how I want the whole set of trails to look. Just moist, perfectly moist and smooth. Let's go. Faster, higher, more pump, more boost, more pull up, more air, more speed. Here we go. Yeah, I love that jump. Yeah, I love that jump.
Oh my god! That actually looks so sick.
Feels so good.
So sick.
Because we've already got a right hip at the start of the trails, but that is a different jump altogether. It's lofty.
You boosted that?
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I tried to, it feels amazing.
That's so sick.
I'm gonna do more. My new favourite. Taste it again.
Did you?
So 1 out of 3 worked, which bodes well for you, Ben.
You're going really high though.
Yeah. Really, actually high?
Yeah.
Higher than anything else on the line, would you say?
Definitely. Yeah, 100%.
That's good. It is a centrepiece that's not in the centre.
But the fact your casing does scare me.
Yeah, and it's quite a vicious angle. It's like casing the spine, but from 3 times higher.
Great. Awesome.
It's terrific to ride. This is like really, even though it's a long distance from El Grande to that takeoff, it does feel quite fast.
Yeah.
But looking up at that takeoff when you're down underground feels cool. And it's just like, bah. I'm gonna go even higher this time.
Get it.
Whip it out.
Whoa! Huge.
I went wider, but that cost me a bit of depth, so I cased again. Another one? I just want to get it smooth a few times to like be rewarded for the 300 wheelbarrows. It is a thing, isn't it?
It is.
We always do this. We spend 4 days digging and about 40 minutes riding. I think the next video we should just do a pure riding session and appreciate everything, every jump.
Oh!
That was better.
Mate, I was aiming high and you literally went out of shot.
Really?
Yeah, that was big.
It's lovely.
Really big.
I'm actually really lucky I didn't case because my back wheel was quite whipped out.
Yeah.
And if it did case, it would have been like bang! Down like that. In fact, it would have been this sort of bang. Bang! There's no real words in my vocabulary that I could articulate to describe how much of a success that jump really is. It's an amazing right hip. It's so fun to ride. It makes you go so high. If you case it, you know about it because there's such a vicious angle on it. But that's kind of necessary. I think if you can get as far as that hip, you've got trails sussed out. So that one can be a bit more demanding of technical skill and ability. I'm keen to 360 El Grande and then still carry on and get the speed to jump that. And I'm going to do that right now. That's trails, isn't it? Linking things together. it's not all about one jump, it's about the whole line. So that'll be nice. And then we'll give the narwhal a go, pulling back, and try and suss out the speed it gives. But I'm pretty pessimistic that you can go from the narwhal, land backwards, and still clear that. But I'm willing to give it a feel, give it a try. But that's why we're going to build a whole nother line, which hopefully by this point of the video, you've fed some ideas into the comment section, and Ben and I are currently reading them. Yes! Yes!
Oh my god!
I jumped the hip better than before.
That was so good.
That was actually my best run. That's my best, oh. That was my best run ever through the jumps.
That was so nice.
Thanks, mate. So we've got a right hip, a left hip, a spine, a racer, El Grande. It's a 6th jump. That's immense.
Mega.
It's like 1 a week. Should we do narwhal?
Yeah, give it a go.
I'm quite stressed about how much speed you come out of this with. And there's a hedge. We're gonna have to go insta left. Something, maybe a big lefty.
Insta left.
We've already got a right hip into a left hip at the start. Need something different. Different is key. Right, let's do narwhal. We'll worry about that later. Hips, shark fin, berms, narwhal. We'll see what speed there is, but I don't know about this one. Come in. No.
Oh,
No.
I thought you were going full commit on that.
I wanted to. As much as you're not going slow, that's a big steep jump.
Yeah,
It
it's
needs
massive.
full line speed. Now that the narwhal's not the final feature, it's a very interesting feeling travelling backwards and then knowing you have to get your speed back.
So definitely not doable, you reckon?
No.
So it definitely needs that separate line.
Definitely need to build a whole nother line and get even more dirt delivered, which means we're not going far for another few weeks. Sick though, just that feature.
Oh, mate, it's huge.
It's massive, it's pure dirt. There's nothing in that takeoff or landing that's not dirt. Over the years we've used rocks, logs, roots, upturned bathtubs, but that is pure dirt, which is amazing. This whole line is pure dirt. Do you want to do the explanation, Ben, that you're not, what's the term, feeling it?
Listen,
It would be irresponsible.
that's the correct term. It's not irresponsible, just not really feeling it. I'd rather wait till it dries a bit more
Yeah.
and give it a
soft.
go when we just have a full day riding, really.
Yeah. We've made a pact. The next video, because I said earlier, we spend so much time digging, which is why these videos, like the frequency of uploads has slowed down, because jumps are getting bigger, they take longer to build. So we're always looking that way, but it would be so nice in the next video to just turn back, look at the jumps we've built, water them, just make them, spruce them up and ride them. Ride every feature, every line. Ben still hasn't hit the shark fin into the berms. You haven't hit that. It's all got to happen. So the next video is going to be pure riding, and it's one I'm absolutely buzzing about. Have a name, have a think of a name. Have a name, I'm sure you've got a name, but apply a name to this jump, please. It sends you up, it feels amazing. What could you call it? I don't know, have a think. But we're back for a massive mega riding video. Ben's gonna be, we'll have our pads on, we'll be dropping in, we'll be doing tricks, and it's gonna be sick. It'll be very, 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 very good. We've had a lot of submissions to Hellfair for your backyard build clips, so we're gonna throw them in now, but we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for all the support, thanks for the comments, thanks for the ideas, legends.